Hi, I'm Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice today. We are often disconnected. Our head is disconnected from our body, our nervous system, and all of our networking systems within our bodies that all communicate from the brain to the heart, through the body, into the gut. When they're all disconnected, we start to feel edgy and tense and uncomfortable and stuck. So there are many different characteristics and traits we can think of when we're feeling just off. And really, these are pointing to being disconnected. And this practice is about bringing everything into connection. And when we do that, we're talking about going deeply within, feeling the body, understanding the flow of the breath and the flow of the breath, how we can change that and shift, and then reconnect our systems internally by using the body, using the breath, and also learning a little bit more about ourselves. So we're going to reconnect today, and I ask you to take a comfortable posture. If you're seated, just start to come back to our body right now. Having our hands comfortably, just slowly having our hands resting on our laps. If our palms are clenched or tight in any way, just notice that we can release the palms, open the hands up, relax the palms, feeling the pads of the fingers, resting on our thighs, softening our hands. It can help to close our eyesight down. Helps us to reconnect when we move away from visual stimulation for just a little bit here together. Moving into our body, feeling actually the felt sense of the body is reconnecting. Moving away from tension and raw discomfort. We could feel through our feet. And we're not thinking about our feet, we're moving into feeling. This is a way to get the thinking mind reconnected within ourselves and less connected to the external world. Just for a few minutes here together. Feeling the toes, scanning through each toe, feeling the pad of the toe that's on the surface of the floor or socks or within shoes. The tops of the toe, the toenails. Noticing if there's any sensations we can feel. Not think about, but feel. So moving our focus down, down, down to our feet, to our toes here. Bringing all of our present aware focus, our mind's ability to focus just into the toes. Feeling. Noticing the joints that attach the toe to the rest of the foot. Feeling the balls of the feet, the arches, the heels. Noticing the felt sense of one versus the other. Perhaps there's more sensation in one foot. We're just noticing and reconnecting. Feeling through the ankle and the lower legs. Noticing the of vibrational aliveness, perhaps. Feeling the muscles in the shin and the calf. Noticing the bones, a coolness or a warmth of flow. Through the knees. And if there are tender or achy points in any of our joints, really offering a little more time and interest in anything that is obviously uncomfortable. Moving through the thighs, the muscles, very large muscles in our upper legs, large bones, femur, feeling a vibrational aliveness, perhaps feeling this sense of blood flow coursing through, this strength in our thighs, into our pelvis. We are being held here. Feel this sense of being held by gravity and the weight of our body being held here. This pressure along our backside and our pelvis, this weight making contact with the surface underneath our seat. And there's some comfort and safety in being held here by gravity. This feeling of safety is reconnecting. With this pressure of our upper body being held by our pelvis against the surface underneath, being held to the earth here. We could feel our lower belly, noticing a softness, inviting a softness in our belly, between our pelvis and our belly button. Inviting a softness. Just relax the belly. Feeling through the lower back and the spine, moving up the spine with our focus. Feeling the strength and dignity of our spine as we hold ourselves upright. And then if we travel all the way up our spine and then move back down from our heart center, our chest area, down to the rib cage in the front of us, into the belly, this whole front side of us can remain soft and open, while the back is strong and upright. This nice blend of strength and softness. Feeling our rib cage, our chest area. Feeling our diaphragm working, bringing air in and out in its own way right now with the breath. Coming up to our shoulders, inviting a softness in the shoulders, a softness in the neck. Moving down our arms, feeling this dissolving of any tightness, just moving down our arms and just melting away off of us. down, 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 with the support of gravity, coming into our hands, our palms, our fingers, just connecting to all the little parts of us. There's so many. And we tend to ignore ourselves and focus on the external world. And our body disconnects. Coming up through the face, inviting a softness in the jaw, maybe dropping the lower jaw down even half an inch to soften the back of the jaw. Noticing the tongue is soft. The eyes, feeling all around the eyes, behind the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead. Can we have our face be a little more smoothed and softened with our internal invitation? So we start with this felt sense. It's not what we're thinking about within our body, it's how we feel it. Feeling our internal life of our body reconnects, releases tension and raw tightness. We can move to the breath. The breath breathes itself, and yet we also have this capacity to intentionally change our breathing rhythm. Changing our breathing rhythm can also reconnect us to ourselves, bringing us into a sense of wholeness, feeling healthy, aware, alive, vital. We can breathe in here together, and breathing in so we fill up the lower belly, the soft belly. So we inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, holding the breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, releasing the breath, moving it up and out through our nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhaling again, filling up that lower soft belly like there's a balloon in there, holding the breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhaling the breath up and out from the belly through our nose, inhaling, feeling the body with this pattern of this breath, holding the breath, releasing the air out of the nose on the exhale. Continue with a few more here. We'll inhale, smoothing out our breath, smooths out our jaggedy, dysregulated nervous system, holding the breath. Exhaling as the belly contracts back in. Inhaling again, expanding the belly. Holding the breath. Exhaling. Inhaling. Holding the breath. exhaling. And now we'll just let the breath go back to breathing itself, moving into feeling the body as we've changed and shifted our breath. We've also changed and shifted our nervous system, our heart rate, our hormonal state, communication to the brain. Feel in the body and notice what the body can tell you. Notice the mind. Is the mind a little bit slower, softer? Noticing where the mind wants to go. And is it a bit easier to come back into the body with a little bit of practicing here together? I'd like you to think of one of the qualities of you that you really appreciate and are so grateful for about yourself. Something you really love about yourself. Perhaps it's related to kindness and caring, compassion, serving in some capacity yourself and others, patience. Maybe you're a great listener. Maybe it's your dedication to certain parts of your life. And maybe it's a feeling that just automatically comes up within you about this part of you that you love and appreciate. Perhaps it's an image of a time and experience you had that really brings this trait, this characteristic to life. And if we could bring this up within us, feel how it feels, notice this image within our mind, and can we breathe it in and out of our heart center? So we breathing in and out of our heart, slow, smooth breath, breathing in this quality of ourself we love, and exhaling this quality of ourself that we love so much we offer it to others. Inhaling through the heart center, imagine we're pulling this quality into ourselves, really expanding and magnifying this loving, caring, appreciating quality. And then exhaling it out so that it touches others as well. Exhaling it out of our heart center, breathing it in, exhaling it out. And notice how we feel. If maybe there's even a little smile on our face, a softness in our mood. Perhaps there's a quality that we wish we didn't have, and some quality we try to ignore, something we don't necessarily appreciate about ourselves. Maybe it's something about patience or moodiness or eager sense of frustration or Sometimes we get too irritable or angry in certain situations. And can we just look at one small quality that we tend to push aside and not really pay attention to? And can we be open and honest and authentic and acknowledge a quality about ourselves? And again, breathing this quality in through an image or a felt sense in the body, breathing it in to our heart space, breathing it in, making space for it, honoring these qualities that we have. All of human beings have all of these qualities. We're not alone. We're never alone. Breathing it in, accepting this about ourselves, feeling this quality, and then releasing it out, honoring this quality as we release it out, honoring that it's here to point to something for us, to learn, to gain wisdom from about ourselves. It's not here to punish us or judge us. We do that on our own. It's here just to teach us and show us something about ourselves that is part of our human nature, and we can accept it and work with it. Be accepting, less judgmental. Breathing it in one more time, releasing it out. When we can start to accept and appreciate the qualities that we don't particularly like about ourselves, the beauty is we can start to accept and appreciate and be patient with these qualities within others as well. It's pretty magical when these things happen, when we start to see for ourselves about ourselves, and then see them in other people and be a lot more kind and accepting for ourselves and others. Can we breathe into our heart space and accept all parts of ourselves? Really connect to all the parts of ourselves in our body, in our mind, in our personal traits and characteristics, and care for ourselves. Breathing into this heart center space, breathing it in, feeling all of ourself. And then exhaling, releasing all accepting parts of ourself. Releasing it out into the space around us, offering acceptance, non-judgment, not only to ourselves, but to everyone else. Breathing in one more time. Breathing in, pulling it into the heart space, this sense of acceptance and appreciation for all that we are. And exhaling, releasing out acceptance for all around us. We're human beings with faults and flaws, all with beautiful characteristics and traits to share. And when we can connect to all parts of us, we can start to feel more whole, more content, more ease, a greater sense of well-being, and know that we're perfect just the way we are. Take a few more minutes to yourself as we end here, just to sit, be comfortable, slow, patient, and I'm wishing you a wonderful, peace-filled, ease-filled day. Thank you so much.